Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Although it did end last week for a little while. Man, I needed a week off. I needed to take some time to listen to some music and just chill the whole weekend, and it was glorious. And I loved it. But yes, welcome back to Cosmic Vinyl. That's us. I'm Cosmic Brian, your friggin' space cadet host, here with a groovy video. This is what we do at the end of the year. We show our best finds of the year, and so I don't know. I just pulled first of all, I sat through all of our Far Out Finds videos, and then that's how I figured out, what ones I got this year, because I couldn't friggin' remember. So I pulled, 15, 20, who cares, right? We'll just show records until we get tired of it, right? So anyway, this is going to be our top vinyl finds for 2025. I doubt if we'll do another video before Christmas, but I do want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm hoping to do one before the end of the year, another video. But man, to you and your families, just have safe holidays and have a great time with your families, and give thanks, for another year under our belts, man. So yeah. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all you out there in the vinyl community on YouTube. All right. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's do this big chunk, man. Get things going here. I almost didn't do a video this weekend either. We're pretty much in the 13th hour on a Sunday evening, right? Jesus. I'm a lazy sod. That's what I am. Anyway, ready to hoist it up, toss it back? All right, let's do it.
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
Woo! That's cold as F. Let me get these mind shields off. We'll get to the purple specks. Oh, wait, I didn't talk to you guys about this yet. So I got a recent vinyl finds that I was going to show in a vinyl finds video, or a Far Out Finds video. I was actually going to do it this week, but then I thought, you know what? All the vinyl finds that I found over the last couple weeks, I'm just going to carry them over into 2026. But anyway, one of those was the Nomads, but it wasn't this one. But I chose this one for our little intro. Got a really glossy cover. Sorry about the glare there. These guys are fantastic. I think they're like Swedish garage rock. Very cool stuff. I love it, man. Look at that cool pic of the band, man. So great. And track lists there. I'm not going to talk too much about that because I've shown that before. And I've got a new one from them that I'll show in our next Far Out Finds, which will probably be after the first of the year. So, all right, let's get out of these mind shields, man. I'm starting to get kind of claustrophobic in these mind shields. I need to get my specs on, open things up, broaden my mind and my horizons. Let's do this. Here we go.
You did this.
Oh, I kind of fumbled there. Got caught on my ear. How we looking here? Guess I should have checked that before I got on screen, huh? All right. Happy New Year. All right, so let's just dive in, man. I got a stack of records here. Let's get rid of this prop. I just showed this in a Far Out Finds, so I'm kind of going backwards, like starting at the end of the year and going backwards. But, and as you know, I did a funk video. The last video we did was a funk video, and I got to tell you, man, and be honest with you, I am still so far down the funk rabbit hole that I haven't listened to anything else. This is probably the first thing I've listened to right here that outside of the funk realm. And I just showed this in a Far Out Finds video. This is Funkadelic, Tales of Kid Funkadelic, who is the actual name of the new guitar player that started on this record. But this is fantastic, man. And I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it, but I will give you the full effect because it is grooving, baby. Man, I just love the funk, man. The whole thing, the attitude, the swagger, the humor, and just the funk. You know what I mean? If you don't get it, then you don't get it. But look at that. I love it, man. So yeah, starting off with a little Funkadelic, and I got to tell you, you guys are gonna see some funk after the first of the year because that'll probably make up a whole Vinyl Finds video. And speaking of funk, this is one we showed a while back, but I love this record. And this is Shaka Khan with Rufus. This is probably Rufus's biggest selling album right here. From Rags to Rufus. Love the cover art there. Still got the shrink wrap, even got the little tags there. But yeah, this is great, man. There's the band. Mostly white guys, by the way, back then. But this has the hit, Tell Me Something Good. But yeah, fantastic. Kind of a funk disco album, soul album, kind of. Now I showed these together, and I'm going to show them together again. This time, God, when I got these, I listened to them constantly. These are the Racket Squad. This is the second album, Corners of Your Mind. Kind of a pop psych. I believe I called it variety show psych because I felt like they would be like the kind of psych band that would appear on the Sonny and Cher show or one of those things. Here's their first album here, Racket Squad TNT. Love this record too. This is a little bit more poppy than Psych. At least that has some Psych flourishes, but this has still got some great jams on it. This guy reminds me of a guy he's in the vinyl community. I think his name is Lance, and he does the Brown Acid stuff, and I think it's LA Permanent Records is this channel. But the guy kind of looks like him, like a hippie version. He's got a lot longer hair than that guy, though. So there's the Racket Squad, which I love. I remember when I got these two records, I couldn't stop raving about them, and I loved them, man. Again, a band I discovered, just fell into it and kept going. And this is the Vietnam Veterans. These guys are a French garage rock band. The album cover is an homage to the Ohio Express. I think it's Beg, Borrow, and Steal. It looks almost exactly alike, except for the people are different. That's it. And the titles, of course. But yeah, love this, man. And I think they do I Walked with a Zombie. They do a cover of Rocky Erickson's I Walked with a Zombie. Fantastic. I'll try and give you a closer look at the band there. Pretty cool. And then I got that in a bundle deal with this other album of theirs called In Ancient Times. I just love this, man. There's a real rando walking down the street there. But yeah, if you like garage rock with like some Psych twinges, a lot of organ and stuff like that, and with a little bit of a little bit more unique sound because they're from France, man, give that a go because their albums are great, by the way. This was another one that this one blew my mind. If you've seen the video where I showed it on a Far Out Finds, this thing scrambled me in a major way, and this is Transformer. It's it was produced and created by David Stoughton. But I think it was the group that performs on here is called the Cambridge Electric Opera Company. And I think David Stoughton is part of that. I think they just put him up front and center here. But this is bizarre. It's quirky. It's kind of maybe a little folk rock, or folk psych. But then it just gets bizarre, man. All these weird sound effects bouncing back and forth. It literally, it blew my mind, and I was like, whoa, this is a great smog session, man. Jesus. So yeah, Transformer, David Stoughton, the Stoughton. And I'm going to show this because this is my first Marshmallow Overcoat record. This is the best of, the very best of. Rest in peace, Tim Gasson there. And this is, again, garage rock revival. Plenty of bang for your buck with this one. It's a double greatest hits album. And on Garage Nation Records there. And the cool thing about this is, if I can find it here, I think I had a little trouble finding it last time. There it is. I think. There it is. It came with this, it was like, must have been like a promotional thing, because it talks about the album, and Timothy Gasson actually signed this and says Fuzz On, which I thought that was amazing, man, to have his autograph. He passed away, I think, within the last couple of years, I think. He also wrote that, the Knights of Fuzz book. He put that together with all the 80s to the 2000s garage rock revival stuff. Every garage rock band in that era known to man is in that book. And this was another gift that I got from our boy Dave, who doesn't do YouTube, but he follows Cosmic Vinyl, but he does a lot of posting on Instagram under Heavy Bliss. And he sent me this record, this Simone's record. And I gotta tell you, man, Dave, I don't even know, Dave, if I told you how much I appreciated this record. This has a certain spiritualness that just kind of, maybe it was just because I was kind of going through a rough patch around that time or whatever. But man, this thing just lifted me, man, and it got into my soul. And this is fantastic. This guy uses all of his 60s and 70s influences and put together this great record, man. This is fantastic. If you haven't checked this out, you definitely should, man. It's so killer. Thanks again, David, for that, man. I really appreciate it. I don't think that's going to stay, but let's see what we can do here. Maybe another little rearranging there. I'll probably be reaching back to grab it like this with my cat-like reflexes. Look at that. See that shit? I still got it. And I basically quadrupled my my Cramps collection. These are mostly all reissues here. But I got this big beat from Badsville. That's where I started. Then I got like Stay Sick, and then I got Date with Elvis and a couple other ones. But yeah, actually quadrupled my Cramps collection, man. I don't know what took me so long. God, what a great look, man. What a great album. This is killer. Cramp Stomp, Devil Behind That Bush. Wonder what he's talking about when he says bush. Anyway, Sheena's in a Goth Gang. That's a great song, man. A Badass Bug. This is great. Burn, She-Devil, Burn. Fantastic. Incorporates a little bit of horror elements in there, man. Love their garage sound and their just total badassery, I guess. And as you know, I went through a little bit of a surf garage phase and discovered that rabbit hole that I went down thanks to Brandonio, our follower here at Cosmic Vinyl. And so I started grabbing up a bunch of those records. I decided to show, in representation of all those, I decided to grab this comp, Music to Battle Apes by, which has this great like comic book style cover. And then you've got the gal from Zombarella from the Messer Chups on the back there. Couldn't have picked a better person to put on there, man. Hot, great band. But yeah, this has the Messer Chups, the Voodoo, the Jagaloons, Electric Frankenstein, Surf Zombies, Atomic Mosquitoes. This is great, man. There's the track list if you can see it there. It might be a little hard. Blow up your TV. Anyway, yeah, I went through that, and I'm still digging on that, too. Picked up this reissue of Monster Magnet's first record, or debut LP, I should say. They had an EP out before this. This is Spine of God, a great cover there. I'm not sure what that is there. It looks maybe like a person. I don't know. It's the band, I think. They're just like kind of in a circle there. But again, more weird pictures there that you can't quite make out unless you sit there and really look at them. But yeah, fantastic, man. This is a banger. Has a heavy hard rock sound, a little twinge of like stoner. You got a little stoner stuff in there, maybe a little psychedelia even. But yeah, fantastic album, man. I was so glad to get that. I kind of stalled out on Monster Magnet a while back, and I kind of picked up the pace again. Pick up the pace. What's next here? Oh, I got this Timmy's Organism, man. Added another couple this year to my collection. I chose this one to show because this one's a banger. This is Raw Sewage Rock by Timmy's Organism. Timmy Vogger. I think Vinyl Richie also showed this year. And he really dug it too, man. It's punk. It's Detroit street punk, but it's also hard and heavy too, man. It's got some heaviness to it, almost metallic at some points. Even a little bit of psychedelia to some of their stuff, man. They're out there, man. Timmy's got a great imagination. And there's a picture of the band in the streets of Detroit there. Yeah, these guys are great, man. So yeah, great album. Now this one came at the end of the year. This is the one that I showed probably maybe 3 weeks ago or so. I don't know. It was in a recent Far Out Finds. A one that Perch picked up for me off Numero Group, The Mystic Tide. Can you guys see yourselves? This is called Frustration. It's basically like an anthology of their singles and stuff. It's garage rock, it's freak beat, it's, I guess, a little bit like garage psych too. But man, it's a little more edgy than some of your garage psych stuff. And these guys did not bend to label dominance. And the record is all the good for it, man, because it kicks ass. I love that record. Picked up a couple of hard rock and psych stuff. I'm going to show these next two because I got them both at the same store on the same day. This is Puzzle on ABC Records. Man, I really like this album, man. It's not super heavy, and it's got some psych. It's got some like poppier stuff. I guess I'd call it pop psych with an edge. But yeah, very cool. I love the cover there where it's stenciled out with the word puzzle. You got the other guys in the band there looking cool on the back. Yeah, I picked that one and this next one up at a local shop here. I think I mentioned last time when I showed this Samuel Prodi. I think this is might be an unofficial release of some kind. Probably, I don't know if it's a bootleg or what, but man, those guys look cool as shit, man. Look at all that hair and leather. Fucking right, man. Those guys are awesome. Great picture on the back. Track list there. This is heavy, man. If you like, I don't know, Edgar Broughton Band and Jerusalem and bands like that, man, you'll dig the Prodi, Sheriff Prodi. And I recently showed this, but man, you know what? After I showed this in my last Far Out Finds video, I listened to this sucker over and over, and this just got better and better the more I listened to it. And that's that Ryan Kidd album, his first album, Dead in Memphis. And Vinyl Richie set me straight. That is not Memphis. I think he said that's Los Angeles. And then this picture of that coupe on the back is from the movie, the Sylvester Stallone joint, Cobra. You guys remember that? You want to go to hell with me, pig? Huh, pig? You want to go to hell with me, pig?
You want to go to hell? Huh? Huh, pig?
Anyway, Ryan Kidd's album, man, this is killer. I love this record, man. I gotta get a hold of his other one if there's any left. But yeah, man, a couple of vinyl community people on there. Him, Dr. October, Marquis Ramone. Now, this album is kind of an anomaly. I didn't like this record when I first got it. In fact, I gave it a shitty review on Instagram. And then I started listening to it a little bit more, a little bit closer, and went into it with an open mind. And then I started digging it like crazy, man. And then I reviewed it when I showed it in a video. I had a more positive review. But this is the Liberty of Sound Grooves. It's a library of sound grooves, pagan, psych, folk, glam, vocal sounds of the Italian cinema, 65 through 77. So you got all these still frames and movie poster pics and stuff from all these Italian joints. And look at that back cover there too, more of the same. But yeah, this is actually really cool. Look at that pic there, man. It's killer. There's the track list. So what they are is a bunch of it's not heavy, it's not psychedelic. It's just got all these tunes that would be in the background of these sex romp movies, these Italian movies, maybe some spy movies with Bond kind of stuff, Italian Bond stuff. But man, I love this, man, now because it's a double album, so you get quite a bit of bang for your buck. I just played the end of that song. This is one that came from a vinyl community member and was composed and performed by Michael Christensen, Highland Wizard. This is so great. It's called Evaluation, and I think I needed an evaluation after I listened to this, one of the mental variety. But man, this is fantastic. What a great cover. I knew when I seen the cover, I knew I was in for a treat, you know what I mean? And there's the back there. Yeah, I talk to Michael occasionally on Instagram. But yeah, man, Michael, thank you so much, man. And if you guys out there haven't checked out any of Michael Christensen's stuff, is it Christensen? Yeah, I think it's Christensen. I'll put his Instagram account in the description and on screen so you guys can check that out. Maybe you can check out some of his stuff. But I gotta show you this too, man. Pretty cool inner sleeve there. I love the eyeballs. And look at that great colored vinyl, man. Beautiful. Beauty! It's a beaut, mate! It's a beaut, mate! Alright, here we go. This one I got towards the end of the year too. This is Brain Ticket. This is a reissue of their, I think it's 71. But yeah, it's a freaky deaky, psych, trip, space rock, weirdness. There's the gatefold. But yeah, I love this, man. Now I'm looking for more Brain Ticket, of course. As soon as I get beyond this friggin' funk phasing that I'm in. Cherry red custom label there. Alright, let's do two more here. We'll do them real quick. Make it even 25 or whatever. This is one I should have had a long time ago, but this is the Fuzz Tones Lysergic Emanations. Killer 80s garage rock revival with the zombies there. And there's the back part. Great stuff. They cover Haunted's 125. They do some other covers on here too. Actually, I think a lot of these are covers. But just a great garage rock. Definitely influenced from the 60s garage variety. And one more, why not? I kind of got into a little indie rock, a little hard rock stuff. This is Plague Vendor. I bragged about this when I first got it. It's called Blood, Sweat, and these guys are fantastic. Brother Michael over at Near Wild Heaven showed this recently. He dug it, and I was happy because I wanted to spread the word about the band. Kind of a heavier, more edgy, kind of White Stripe stuff. Just a great album. Rock and stuff. Very, very raucous, if you if you want to know the truth. All right, that should be enough, man. I had a decent year. I didn't find a lot of original stuff, like original copies, a lot of reissues. But you know what, man? This was kind of a weird year for me, man. I was sick off and on, which really kind of bummed me out. My wife went in and out of a couple jobs, and now she's working as she's going to start as a flight attendant, which is really cool, except she'll be away from home a lot. And it was just kind of a weird year, man. But music-wise, I'm satisfied with what I got, man. And I kind of went in and out of different phases. I kind of drifted out of psych for a little while. I needed a break from that. And now, of course, I'm in the funkadelic or funk realm. So you guys will probably be seeing some funk records after the first of the year. So anyway, man, I appreciate you guys. And thank you for making this a great year for Cosmic Vinyl. We broke 2,000 subs this year, which I thought was really cool. I mean, I'm not really hung up on the sub thing. The Perch likes all the numbers game. The Perch, by the way, from the Perch, Merry Christmas as well. The Perch, our fishman, our editor here at Cosmic Vinyl, and my best friend, man. So yeah, very cool. But yeah, we broke 2,000. I thought that was cool, and who knows where this is going from here, man. Hopefully we'll keep this thing going. I'll keep as long as I keep buying music. I'll keep showing records. So, but yeah, man, have a great Christmas. I hope you guys and your family really enjoy yourselves, and we will catch you. I'm gonna try and do one more video before the year's out. How's that? All right. Stay cool. Stay cosmic. Sub. Hit the like button. Hit the bell thing. Ding 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 ding. And we'll catch you later.